Hi, welcome. I am just jumping on. I'm actually going to make banana bread this afternoon for afternoon tea, but I'm making a little bit of a change. So I'm actually using the muffin pan. The reason for the muffins, I'm just going to grab it for you. So this is the gorgeous rose gold muffin tray. Now, I wanted to highlight this because this is actually part of one of the gift with purchase for September. So just wanted to show you, it is so gorgeous. It's actually really weighty. And in addition to that, you get the beautiful rose gold pizza tray, which is fantastic for pizzas because it's super crisp. Makes the beautiful bases on your pizza beautifully and crisp. And this is copy of the recipe book, the Eat Well recipe book. I'll hold it. That is actually one of my favorite recipe books. This is a copy. This is actually one of my favorite recipe books of all the ones that they've released. So they are the gifts with purchase. So I was thinking, what am I going to do? I just wanted to highlight what you can do. And one of the things, I love banana bread, and I do have some old bananas. And I thought, well, I'm actually going to use that and make some muffins today and show you how easy it is. So I'll pop that out of the way for a moment. So what I do with my muffins, I don't use refined sugar in them. I actually use dates and mill those up at the same time as the banana. And now the recipe also asks for buttermilk, this particular one. So I'll show you the recipe. So I've just got on cookie dough and popped in banana bread. The recipe I'm using is this one. It just says banana bread, okay? And when you're looking at the ingredients, there's butter, which I've got there. There's ripe bananas. It does ask for 4 ripe bananas. I only got 2 ripe bananas, but that's okay. So I've got 2 ripe bananas. Now, it asks for 150 grams of caster sugar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap that out. I'm actually going to use 150 grams of dates. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in there. So I'll show that in a second. 2 eggs, some plain flour, and you can use gluten-free flour as well if you wish. Baking powder, salt, bicarb soda, I should say, and 100 grams of buttermilk and also vanilla extract. Now, I didn't have buttermilk, but for those who weren't aware, you can actually really easily make yourself buttermilk. So I'm going to do that first. I'll show you how. Okay. So this is my buttermilk. It's literally just a cup of buttermilk, So it's just full fat milk. And I'm just going to grab my knife. I'm sorry, I'm not my lemon. Oh, here it is, right in front of you. And all you do, I've just squeezed it before, so you just need like 2 tablespoons of lemon. So grab a cup of milk, okay, literally just put about 2 teaspoons of lemon, or you can use vinegar as well, and let that sit to the side for about 5 minutes, okay? So what happens is actually you'll see it start to coagulate a little bit, and it'll actually turn into buttermilk. So if you're stuck and you don't have buttermilk, use that one. So it's just a cup of full fat milk with either 2 tablespoons of lemon juice or 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And there you go. Okay, so let's start cooking. All right, I'm going to preheat my oven to 180. Turn this on. There we go. And say next. Okay, we're going to, it says grease a deep pan. So we're not going to worry about it. I'm actually going to use my muffin tray. Okay, first step. I'm going to pop in my bananas. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to break up the bananas into pieces. But what I'm also going to do, so this is the step I'm going to add in my dates. Just grab my dates. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to tear off. So I've got, it says 350. I've only got 115, so it's not too much. But I'm going to tear that off. And I'm going to put in about 150 grams of dates. Right? And then you do want it to be, you don't want to have any seeds in your dates, by the way. That will hurt your blades. Rightio. Okay, so then we say next. Okay, so it's actually going to mill up our bananas for us. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to jump out. See how it bookmarks it, which is awesome. So you can jump out of a recipe. I'm actually going to bookmark it, and so I'm just going to mill it now. I'm going to turn it into about speed 6, and just going to watch it. all mushed up. So if I take this off, you'll see I'll just scrape down the sides. And I'll show you the consistency. Can you see in there? So it's really well mushed up. Now, if you prefer, you can actually give it a bit more of a blast if you want. But I'll show you, like it is consistency, like it's pretty well smushed up. that's a technical term. Smushed up. So it's pretty well smushed up. All right. But if you want, you can put it back on and you can give it more of a blast if you want. Okay, so to go back into our recipe, you just push the bookmark and it jumps and takes you straight back in. Okay, put the lid back on. We don't need to do this step because it's just 5 seconds. I'll just say next. Rightio. Now I'm going to pop in my butter. So it's 130 grams. I'll tear that off and it's going to weigh it for us. I'm going to put in 130 grams of the butter. There we are. I love how it does all the weighing for you. It's so good. I do have an extra butter there in case I haven't quite got enough, but I think this should be right. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Say next. Okay, so now it's asking for the 150 grams of caster sugar, so we don't need that. We say next. Okay, now it's going to give it a mix around for us just for 20 seconds. Okay, now it says scrape down the bowl. All right. Oh, looking good. I'll show you what it looks like before I scrape it down. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Just going to scrape down the sides. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching as well. Let me know. Please let me know if you have any questions as well. Okay. Next. All right. Now I'm going to add in 2 eggs. And if I don't see your questions, I will definitely answer them when I've finished. Okay. So 2 eggs. There we go. I'm going to say next. Okay. Yes, I've done that. Add my 2 eggs in. Okay, put my lid on. Just 10 seconds. So I'm just, you might notice it's like the screen. If you ever get anything on your screen, sometimes it can make the screen so super sensitive because it's touchscreen. Sometimes it can actually play with your scales. Just try and keep your keep the screen clean, and it will help. Okay, so I'm going to put in 220 grams of plain flour. There we go. Done. 221, so not bad. Okay, some baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. There we are. Okay, next, okay, a little pinch of salt. Grab my salt. Where's my salt? Little pinch of salt. Okay, a teaspoon of bicarb. So the bicarb will help it rise, okay, and fluffy. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put in a teaspoon of that. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to use, and I don't know if you've used or not before, I'm actually going to use the cupcake pen with these. Okay, so now here's our buttermilk. Oh, and I don't know whether you can see. Oh, you probably can't see on the camera. Can you see the lumps? Can you see the lumps that have been created? I'm not quite sure whether it'll show. It looks like it is buttermilk. So it's awesome. So we're going to put in our buttermilk. So if you ever stuck, can you see how lumpy that is? Hopefully. Okay, put it in there. Buttermilk. Say next. Okay, tablespoon of vanilla. Go 1, 2. So next, we're going to pop the lid on. Okay, give that a mix around, just 20 seconds. Right, so now I'm just going to spread out. Good little muffin just to make cleaning a bit easier. These trays are phenomenal for cleaning as well. So they are so easy to keep clean. They're all non-stick. They're awesome. Oh, yum. Look at this. Okay, pour into the prepared tin. So that's, and bake for 50 minutes at 180. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. This looks great. Okay. So, and I'm going to show you a little trick. So this is the mix. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick. So I'm just going to move the Thermomix around to the side so I've got a little bit more room. I'll move these over. And I want to show you a little trick. So I'm not sure if you've seen or not, but this is a cupcake pen. So you can get these in the Mix-It shop. Okay, they are $12, I think they are. They are fantastic. Little, being the Germans, they're amazing. Okay, so that's your lid of the cupcake. And look at this for a trick. How cool is that? So this is your lid of your Thermomix, just sits perfectly on top of the cupcake pen. So then what you do is you just pour into the cupcake pen. Isn't that great? So you can get these on the Mix-It shop as well. If you haven't got one, they're so good. Like if you like making cupcakes and muffins, they're just so easy. Keep everything so clean and easy to spread. I'll show you how they work, how it works. Just pop that back on there. All right. Then you just put the lid on, like that. Okay, so here's our little muffins. And can you see that? I'll start on the back. There we go. You just get a little helping hand. Like that. And then these guys are going to go into the oven for 50 minutes. There we go. We'll continue with that. So when they're done, they'll be ready for afternoon tea. So I hope you've enjoyed that. These are, so this is the beautiful muffin one, and the pizza tray is amazing with the offer as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know if you've got any questions. I will be highlighting some of the other ones shortly. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. All right.